Hello and welcome. I'm Tauni at Yoga 413, and today I'm leading you in a Power Vinyasa Yoga class. If you're doing Power Yoga, I'm going to assume that this is not your first class, that you have a pretty regular yoga practice, or at the least are very familiar with the basics of yoga. I'm going to give you plenty of opportunity to make the class your own. As always, listen to your body, enjoy your time on the mat. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to begin our class in a child's pose. Taking the knees wide, connecting the feet, and lowering down to your mat. I invite you to close your eyes. Take a nice long deep breath in. Exhale, let it all go. Turning all your focus inward towards your body and your breath. Letting go of any distractions or any negativity that you might be feeling today, and just choosing to set those things aside that are no longer serving you well. I invite you to set a personal intention for your practice, your time on the mat. Begin to extend the arms forward into extended child's pose. As you continue to press into your hands, walk them over to the right, gently shifting the hips to the left. Walking the hands back through center and to the other side. Long deep breath in. Exhale, let it all go. Coming back forward into that extended child's pose, beginning to spread the fingers, lengthening through the back. Then rising up into a tabletop to all fours. Inhale to cow pose. Exhale, round the spine for cat. Inhale, opening the chest. Exhale, rounding the spine. Continue at your own pace. Finding a neutral spine, tucking the toes. Take a breath in, and then as you exhale, begin to hover the knees up off the mat, pulling the belly in strong, pressing that mat away from you, feeling the strength you brought with you today. Continue to breathe. Taking the knees back to the mat, thread the needle. The right arm comes underneath, palms up as you lower the shoulder to the mat. Lifting back to that tabletop. Switching sides, threading the needle through the left. Pressing back to all fours, once again tucking the toes underneath. Take that breath. As you exhale, hover the knees up off the mat, pull the belly in. Feel the energy as you press the mat away from you. Step the feet back, coming into plank pose. Shoulders continue to stay right over the wrist. Pressing the hips up for downward facing dog. Begin to alternate pedaling out your feet. And then finding stillness in your pose. Lifting the right leg up, one leg dog. Step the foot to the outside of the right hand into a nice wide lunge as the back knee drops to the mat. Gently twisting with the right arm coming up. Bringing the hand down, stepping back to downward facing dog. Sweeping the left leg up, one leg dog. Stepping that foot to the outside of that left hand, dropping the knee. Gently twisting. Bringing the hand down to the mat, step back, downward facing dog. Begin to look forward, and as you inhale, step the feet to the top of the mat. Lengthen your spine. Come into your first forward fold, gently turning the head side to side, forward and back. And then finding stillness. Begin to roll up one vertebrae at a time, arriving in mountain pose, Tadasana. Beginning our sun salutation series. As you inhale, reach the arms up, high mountain pose. Swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, create space, lengthen the spine. Exhale and fold. Stepping back to plank pose. Shifting the weight forward, lowering to low push-up, chaturanga. Flipping the feet over, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. As you inhale, looking forward, step the right foot and then the left, lengthen the spine, half lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, reach the arms up, high mountain. Bringing the hands to the heart center, Samastetahi. Inhale, reaching up. Swan dive, fold forward. Half lift and fold. Stepping back to plank. Lowering for chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. As you inhale, stepping the left foot and then the right, half lift and fold. Inhale, rising up, bringing the hands to the heart center. One more time through, inhale, reach, exhale, fold. Half lift and fold. Stepping back, fingers spread wide, shift forward, lower to halfway. Upward facing dog, down dog. Take at least 3 long, deep breaths. On your next inhale, step or float, feet forward and fold. Inhale, rise. Hands to heart center. Sun B, sit back into chair pose. Arms extend up, back is straight. Forward fold. Lengthen the spine. Step or float back to chaturanga. Upward facing dog, down dog. Stepping the right foot forward, back heel down, find warrior one, Virabhadrasana 1, squaring the hips forward. Taking the hands down to the mat, stepping back, flowing through the half series, or you are welcome to take it to downward facing dog. Stepping the left foot forward, right heel down. Again, front knee over ankle, find warrior one. Taking the hands down, step back, flowing through the half series. Breathing into downward facing dog. Begin to look forward, bringing the feet to the top and fold. Sit back into chair. Hands to heart center. One more time, sit back into chair pose. Forward fold. Half lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Right foot forward, back heel down. Warrior one. Exhale back down to the mat. Flowing through the half series. Building heat. Stepping the left foot forward, warrior one. Bringing the hands down, vinyasa flow. Breathe in down dog. Sweeping the right leg up, one leg dog. Stepping the foot forward, rise up for crescent lunge. Leaning forward into your diagonal, feel the strength you brought with you today. Taking the hands down, right hand up and twist. Bringing the hand down, rise right back up, crescent lunge, warrior two. Reverse warrior, reach back. Rise up, coming into extended angle. Begin to lift up, drop to Skandasana at the back of your mat, turning the left toes out wide. Pressing all the way up into your straddle, turning the toes back forward, hands on the mat for support. Reach for the outsides of the feet. Taking the hands right underneath you, begin to walk the hands to the front of the mat. One leg dog. Placing the foot down into down dog. Breathe. Lifting the left leg. Stepping the foot forward. Warrior lunge. Begin to lean forward into that diagonal as you continue to press back through that back heel. Taking the hands down and twist, left hand comes up. Bringing the hand down, rise up, warrior lunge. Open to warrior two. Reach back, reverse warrior without shifting your weight back. Extended angle, coming up, lengthening through that right side body. Lifting up, dropping into Skandasana at the back of your mat. Lifting up into your standing straddle. Bringing the hands to the mat, walking back to the front of your mat, one leg dog. Placing the foot down onto the mat, staying or flowing through the half series. Lifting the right leg, stepping the foot forward, crescent lunge. The core strength is engaged to bring the hands down to the mat. Continue to lengthen as you twist, taking that right arm up. Releasing from the twist, rise up, crescent lunge, warrior two. Reverse warrior, reach back. Rise up, extended angle. If binding is in your practice, you're welcome to bind here. I'm going to take a half bind. Begin to lift up, dropping into Skandasana at the back of your mat. Lifting up, coming into standing straddle. You are welcome to stay here in the straddle, or if tripod headstand is in your practice, connect the head to the mat and just practice. Whatever pose you're in, work your way back to that half lift into a straddle. Walking the hands back to the front of the mat. One leg dog, right leg lifts up. Bring the knee to the chest into that high plank, then fall into fallen triangle pose. Coming back to one leg dog. Come forward into your plank. Roll to side plank on the left side, either keeping the leg extended or down, or you can play with a tree posture. Whatever variation you'd like. Coming back to plank and downward facing dog. Beginning on the left side, lifting the left leg up. Stepping the foot forward, crescent lunge. Hands come down and twist. Releasing from the twist, crescent lunge, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Extended angle. Again, holding here, choosing your option, a full or half bind. Coming up and dropping to Skandasana at the back of your mat. Lifting and moving into your standing straddle with the option of tripod headstand. Breathe. Find the pose that works for you. Not my best transition out. Walk the hands to the front of the mat. Step back, one leg dog. Bringing that knee to the chest. Roll to the inside of the foot, extending the leg, fall in triangle pose. Coming back to one leg dog. Coming back forward, moving into side plank on the right side. Choosing the option that works best for you today. Finding plank, half series through chaturanga. Upward facing and downward. Taking the knees to the mat. Child's pose. Just take a few long, deep breaths, settle into your mat. Moving into downward facing dog. Look forward and step to the top of your mat. Lengthen and fold. Inhale. High mountain pose, bringing the hands to the heart center. Let's balance in tree. Connecting the left foot to the mat, open the right. Either staying connected or moving that foot up the leg into your version of triangle. Coming out of the pose and switching sides. Take your time. Firm foundation through that standing leg. Standing up tall. Tree pose. Releasing, coming back to the top of your mat if you're not already there. Reaching the arms up. Swan dive and fold. Half lift, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Coming forward and to plank and then lowering all the way to the mat. Sweeping the arms to the side, locust pose. Lengthening the legs, engaging all the muscles down the back. Release and rest. Moving back into locust pose. As you inhale, lift away from the floor. Option for bow pose. Grabbing onto the ankles and pressing them into your hands. Release. Press back to child's. Begin to rise up, coming back into downward facing dog. Moving into plank pose. Draw the right knee towards the right elbow. Lift it up a little higher and down and step back. Bring that knee in, lift away, come onto the ball of that back foot. Drop it down and step back. 2 more times. In, lift, down, extend. Last time, in, lift, up, and down. Down dog. Look forward and step to the top of your mat and have a seat. Find your sits bones, moving into boat pose. You're welcome to keep the knees bent or extend the legs, whatever option you'd like. Then lower down to the mat. Extending the legs straight up, arms to your sides. Drop the right leg to hover the mat, lifting up and switching sides to the left and up. Continue. Keeping the low back connected to the mat. Now we're going to start to double time here. Right and left, right and left. Begin to lift the shoulders up off the mat if you wish. Low back stays connected. Let's count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees to chest. Both legs extend up, hands to your sides. Lower the legs about 30 degrees, 30 degrees. Hover the floor, breathe, lift up. Again, lower, lower, lowest, and up. Lower, lower, lowest, up. You're doing great. 2 more. Lowest and up. You are strong. Low, lower, lowest. Hold, 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 hold. Knees to chest. Great job. Let's rock it up to have a seat. I'm going to turn and face you. We're going to do cow face pose today. Starting with the right on the bottom. Stacking the left knee on top. Reach the arms up. Take that left hand to the center of the back. can always stay here or bind your hands. And if you have some more space, you are welcome to lean forward as well. Great stretch for the hips, glutes, and obviously the shoulders and the tricep. Releasing and switching sides. Left foot on bottom, right knee on top. Right hand to the center, left hand reaches behind. Coming out of the pose, seated, forward fold, extending the legs out. Again, finding those sits bones, toes up, reach up. Hinge forward from the hips, lengthen. Draw that heart forward, exhale, relax. Begin to roll down, nice and slow. Bending the knees, pressing the hips up into bridge pose. Walking the shoulders together and down your back. Coming out of the pose, taking the arms up into goalpost shape. Drop both knees over to the right. Then over to the left. Lifting up, knees to chest. Taking the feet to the mat, dropping the knees wide, reclining butterfly. Closing your eyes. Just breathe. Moving into our final resting pose of Shavasana, extending the legs, arms at our sides with the palms up, keeping the eyes closed. Find stillness, find peace. Let's practice just staying right here in this present moment. If no one has told you yet today, let me tell you that you are enough. You are strong enough. You are beautiful. You are capable. You are smart. Don't ever doubt that. You are enough. Begin to move the fingers and toes as you begin to awaken the body, and then working your way onto your sides into a fetal position. Acknowledging gratitude for all the things you're thankful for. Setting your intention for the rest of your day or evening, and then helping yourself up to have a seat on your mat. You did beautifully. Thank you so much for joining me for class. Let's bring our hands to our hearts, and from my heart to yours, namaste. Have a blessed day, and thank you again for joining me. If you loved the class, please consider subscribing and sharing with a friend. Hope to see you again soon.